Hey guys, how you doing? I want to do a couple videos today that I was inspired by my good buddy Thomas Smythe 65. He did his EDC knife video, and I wanna also make that video about my EDC knives. First will be the big ones, then will be a video about the small ones, and I want to talk about them, about my favorites, and you know, what I think about this and what I look for for in the EDC knife. As most of us, I started off with the cheaper knives. I never really got to the more really expensive ones, but I did start with the cheaper ones, like probably almost most of us. Spyderco Tenacious, you know, Tenacious Persistence, very good value folders. They're great knives. They will do everything you need to do from a folding knife, EDC folder knife. You know, you have decent steel, you have good working blade shape. Steel has all the rust resistance you need, you know, if you don't completely let the knife down, you know. If you take care of it, it won't really rust that bad. HCR 13 MOV is very easy to sharpen, holds okay edge. It's not gonna hold edge forever, but in my experience, to be honest, I know a lot of you guys will not agree, but for example, I have very bad experience with VG10 from Spyderco. I really don't believe that steel is all that it is hyped up to be. I mean, yeah, the rust resistance is far better than the HCR 13 MOV, but for example, my VG10 steels I had before, a couple of them, they are not all that good, you know. My knives are hair shaving, like really sharp, and the VG10 does not hold that sharpness forever. For example, 154 cm beats it completely, blows it out of the water. Same with the Sandvik 12C27, completely beats the VG10 in my experience. You know, your mileage may vary, whatever. Sorry, but that's my experience, so that's what I'm sharing with you. So you start up with the folding like this. I get a lot of questions. You know, what's a good folding knife for for not expensive? Tenacious, definitely. Tenacious, Persistence, I love those. I actually love Persistence because it's smaller, you know, a little more handy and not that scary. You know, this is a big knife, kind of big. You know, you pull out this in the city to cut something, people will definitely get scared. Persistence, not that bad, you know, it's acceptable. A lot of people love r.a.m. I'm not a fan. I held it, you know. First and foremost, it's a personal preference. I don't like the shape, and then there is something else I don't want to get into in the video, but it's just not my type of a knife. So highly recommend this to start with. Also Kershaw Skyline, awesome knife. I don't have it, I sold it to get some funds and to help to help other guys to get the knives at the decent prices. Actually traded that one. But that is definitely on the list, you know, to get again, because I do want a knife. It's a great knife. Again, $34 knife with excellent performance, you know, just the right size for EDC, super lightweight. It's in the same category as this. It does have a better steel. It has the same steel, the Sandvik 12C27, which is excellent. So, Tenacious, awesome knife. 4-way pocket clip, you know, you can't go wrong. Decent line of lock. Like I said, another very important note in this video, is I never look in my knives as a self-defense or a weapon reason, you know, never. It's not even the last, you know, thing I look at, like, oh, how would it be in this and this application? Never in the list is the self-defense or thing. It's a tool for me. I never even think about it, you know, like, shit, if that happens, yeah, that happens, anyway, I think if you would come to that you have to draw your knife for self-defense, I mean, I don't see it happening in real life, you know. It's gonna be either too late or I don't see somebody walking up to you with a knife and you know, so you have all the time in the world to draw your knife and defend yourself. I don't think that's gonna happen if something's gonna happen, you know. You don't bring the knife to a gunfight. That's most of the time what's happening in big cities like New York. So it's always a tool. It's a tool to help do the task throughout my day, cut the stuff I need to cut, and you know, stuff like that. Freaking eat my steaks with it sometimes at the work. Tenacious, great budget knife. Then on the next on the list was Kershaw r.a.m. Fabulous knife, great value. These knives are so underrated in the community. Not many people have them, there's not many videos about them, and if you compare them to knives like Delicas and, you know, Griptilians, Para 2, they are, you know, they are definitely equal to those knives. Thomas also said in one of his older videos, and I couldn't agree more with him, Kershaw r.a.m. is same like every knife company has a flagship, right? Like kind of flagship in the sense of a very popular EDC folding knife. Benchmade has their Griptilian, you know, as their EDC flagship. I would say Spyderco is the Para 2. I wouldn't even say Delica. I think Delica is a step lower from. I would say Para 2 is definitely Spyderco's flagship for EDC folder. And in the same way, I would say Kershaw r.a.m. is a EDC flagship for Kershaw, because it has a higher end steel, you know, not the cheap one. It has a higher end locking system, you know, it doesn't have a frame lock, it doesn't have a liner lock, it doesn't have a back lock, it has something above that, which is really cool. Same like Griptilian has an axis lock, which is really cool, and Griptilian's action is probably the smoothest action on the folding knife I've ever seen. There is no other thumb stud knife I ever held that takes so little force to fly the knife open without having any blade play or anything. It just, the way it works inside, it's excellent. You know, the slightest move of your thumb will fly the blade open. Same, very similar thing is with the Kershaw r.a.m. It's not assisted knife, but yet simple flick of that little flipper and this thing flies open faster than some of the assisted opening knives. And there's nothing, it's the Hog design, G&G Hog, the two brothers. Zero Tolerance also used it on one of the older knives, and it's a very interesting locking mechanism inside, very sturdy and very smooth. If you look at it, there is absolutely no force. If you disengage once you disengage the lock and the blade slips out of the notch until it gets to the detent, there's absolutely no force, you know, applying to the blade, so it spins absolutely freely. That's why you are able to flip it out so fast. I think it looks excellent. Aluminum handles, G10 slabs on the side. Very attractive knife, very attractive. And I mean, the blade shape I think is one of the best looking blade shapes there are. I just love it, and I love this knife. Great little thing. Again, this is a 3-way pocket clip, right size both ways, up and down, and the left handy is only tip up. Tip down would be in the way of the disengaging lock. And last but not least, paramilitary tool. You know, this has a custom handles, but great blade shape, very functional, very good steel. S30V has a great, you know, great rust resistance. It has a high carbon content too, so it takes very good edge and decently easy. It's not that bad. Very attractive locking mechanism, you know, the compression lock. I love it. You know, a lot of people do. The best thing about these three knives is that your fingers never have to cross the path of the closing blade, which is the most of the, you know, most of the accidents, most of the cuts happens when you close your knife. You know, you don't pay attention or something, you leave that finger there in a way and you cut yourself. And these three locks allows you eliminate that factor of your accidents, you know, your accidents. Remember, don't cut yourself. That's probably the most important reason why I love these, because how fast and easy they open one-handed, and because you eliminate the one more factor that, you know, can cause you harm, which is really awesome. They all are pretty much, you know, in most of the states, you know, in New York they are illegal supposedly, But the funny thing is they are not illegal by law. If by definition of what knife, which knife is what, and how they work, they're not supposed to be illegal. But because of how they define the law, how they interpret the people in the power nowadays, they say these are illegal. But that's for another topic. I have that video. Speaking about that, you guys should same like rifle guys and gun guys have their NRA. Us knife guys have our knife rights, founded by nobody else but Doug Reader. Great guy. I have an honor to meet him in person and spend a couple days with him. Go check out the website, guys. Learn some facts about local laws all over the country. And if you can spare that cash, couple dollars, help them out, because they fight for our rights. A lot of states do shady things too. We spoke about it yesterday with the serious survivalist. All they're trying to do is create fear so they can gain control. So every time somebody do something bad with a knife, even though 99% of the time it's a kitchen knife, they will try to say like, those are the pocket knives, those we have to pound them, we have to not let people carry them. Just from creating fear, they want to gain control. And that's what these guys, it's same like with the guns. But knives are even whole another level. Knife is the oldest tool in the planet. Knife is what started everything, the cutting edge. So these guys are trying to fight for our rights. So go check them out, guys, and you can learn a lot of useful information there from what's going on around the country in the knife community. So hope you enjoyed it, guys. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.